Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Before we get started, quick note. Timestamps. I'm not sick anymore, I guess. That's all I'm going to say. Real quick note. I'm going to just be kind of mad about that when I'm making a timestamp. I'm going to be like, quick note, like it's actually quick this time. But now it's not quick anymore because I'm rambling. Anyways, today we're going to be looking at the Soyes XS12. And there's only about 2 videos really on YouTube about this. One is just kind of a silent, go through it, they do some stuff, and then the screen was just blown out. Their brightness was kind of off, so you couldn't really see what was on the screen. I hope that doesn't happen here. And then the other was actually a detailed review, and I'll even link it in the description. I recommend you watch that. I don't really recommend you buy this. I kind of bought it for fun. But let me tell you a little bit about it. First of all, here's the box. I got it used. It's not new. It's the Soyes XS12. It has RAM 4 plus 32 gig. Now, I didn't see much on the internet about a 4 plus 32 gig model. And it's kind of rare, I guess, but I got this for $40 plus shipping. And yeah, it seems to be good. It says it runs Android 9. They're not very reputable, and it's they have lied about their specs. And sometimes in some of their phones, and they also have decorative cameras, which is just not a good sign. And they also name it XS12. XS12. iPhone 12. All of their phones literally come out after the new one, and they just call it, XS16, slap it on there. Literally, they don't do anything else. Maybe they make like one slight change, but it's always like 2 plus 16. But I looked around and I wanted something at least 3 plus 32, but I found 4 plus 32, so it's nice. It's got a MediaTek something. We'll see when we get in there. I'll look at those IMEIs. I don't know if they're pinched. I'll put it right there. If they have been, I'll say yes or no. Black. It's sticking up a little bit, but really it should be like that. But there's some reasons in there why. Yeah, it's around the box. I mean, there's a sticker here for identifying, I think. Okay, I'm gonna stop rambling and we're gonna unbox this now. Well, we got our insert here. Comes with this. We have USB-C cable. That's always nice. They actually always, since they're first few, I've had one of these, except it was 1 plus 8 gig. I already showed you the box, and I think it was, what video was it? Oh my god, is it like the Jelly Pro video, I think? It's a long time ago. Smartphone users. It never gets old. Smartphone user's manual. Basically tells you how to turn on the device, and that's it. Oh my god, it's so tiny. Safety precautions. Do not use your mobile phone when it's forbidden to use your mobile phone. Bruh. Don't use it when you're told to not use it. If somebody's even telling you, oh my god. This does have a micro SD card slot as well, which is nice. Charging the battery, all the stuff you need to know if you've never had a phone before, and if for some reason this is your first phone, well, that's kind of dumb. This case, I saw in the listing, it was kind of warped, and I was kind of aware of that. I don't know if it comes with this, it does come with it. I don't know if this is the one that it comes with, if you know what I mean. They just provided this, digital mobile phone sticker. Why is this not focusing? Come on. There we go. Nice clear focus there. Okay. I don't think there's... That's the box. I'm going to put the insert in the manual back. You're off. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! You are about to see flashing images and hear loud sounds, so headphone users, beware. Very much beware. Also, if you have to, just skip to the next timestamp. Oh my god. Flash loop warning.
2:00 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Oh my god.
The National Weather Service in San Francisco.
Mom! I believe that calls for a quick explanation. My weather radio just went off with an alert, and I will tell you in this clip now. Sitting here reviewing the footage, and Yeah, I kind of freaked out with my mom and stuff. Luckily, none of those places were near us yet, but we kind of live at the top of a hill, and right at the bottom is right by the ocean. And there's this one place, I'm just saying place and hill and stuff just so I keep my location as much of a secret as possible till somebody kind of sees my address in the backgrounds of pictures. I don't care if you want to come over to my house. Great. But basically, that floods like 20, that floods. Yeah, it's kind of marking, that alert marks the beginning of the weather season for us in California. Right now, today, it's supposed to, so are we going to focus? Yeah, there we go. It's fully cloudy. It was supposed to rain today, and it kind of drizzled, like, very, very, very lightly, a little bit. I don't know why I'm just talking about the weather right now, but that marks the beginning. We just got a wind advisory yesterday. It's going to be raining till Thanksgiving, it says. And yeah, flash flood warning just got in here. Luckily, it's pretty far away from us. Anyways, the storm system will move down south. That's how it's getting here. It was just up in Washington and stuff, or Oregon, and it's going to come down here. But I think that earned the weather radio a review, so I will do a quick review on that after I finish with all of these reviews I'm filming and editing right now. I'm going on basically a streak. But enough yapping about this. Let's get back. Now that you've seen that clip, yes, I have a weather radio. Sure, I'll do a review on it. But we're coming back to this device. Now, when I said the case, I don't think it comes with it. I know that these Soyes cases that they bring with it aren't exactly precise, but I feel like this is for a previous model they've had. I'm going to take it off so we can look around the device. I mean, it's nice they include a case, and I think they include a screen protector as well, but that was not in the box as I got this used. Yeah, this is definitely for a different one. We've got the case here. Don't need that. Well, I will use it probably, but you know. We've got the smartphone here. There it is. And we have our two decorative cameras. Oh, wait. Try and guess which ones are decorative. Let me let you guess, if this will focus, which ones are decorative. Dun, 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 dun. Good job. You guessed correctly. It's this one. That one's the regular camera. These two are duds. Oh, I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I didn't mean duds. I meant decorative. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm going to let myself out. Just kidding. This flash looks real, so that's great. Camera, it's 8 megapixels, I believe. On the side, it's all, is this? That's plastic. Is that yeah, it's plastic. Volume rocker, not even a rocker, it's just buttons. On the side, plastic more. We've got our 2 loudspeakers and our USB Type-C port. I'm really interested to see if this is actually Android 9, like it says. We have a reset button, a SIM card tray, which I will populate with a 8 gig micro SD card. That took way too long. It took me like 3 minutes. Put that SIM card ejector away, and top nothing, front 5 or 3 or 2 or something megapixel camera. I think it's 5, but I won't get my hopes up. Loudspeaker, and our bezels are like this big. Not bad. And that's around the device, powering it on. First time. After I power this on, I'm going to set it up with everything and however I want to use it. And then I'll come back like tomorrow and just use the guest account because I learned about that. Are those guest profiles. Look it up if you don't know what they are. Assume this has Android 8 and above, if I can use that. Welcome. So, I mean, it's kind of a welcome device. That's a funky boot up sound. Okay. Getting some stuff. Let me zoom in a little bit. I'm interested to see if there's any background activities. Oh no, it has the NVRAM. Oh, shoot, I hate that issue with SD card. I'm not gonna fix that right now. Let's go ahead and unlock. Oh no! No, there was no Android unlock sound. What the heck? Oh, it's on vibrate. That's why. Oh my god, yes! Whew. I love that. Oh, that's so crunchy. Does it? Oh my god. Oh, okay. Whew. Done with that. Okay. Yeah, it looks like it's Android 9. Oh my god. Okay, where do I even start? There's no setup or anything. I'm not going to start now, obviously. I mean, am I? I guess so. I'll do a little bit right now. Continuing on, we're going to go right into settings. Yeah, this looks exactly... What's this? Oh, it sounds so weird. It sounds like somebody pressing on a microphone. Listen. I don't think you can hear that. It just said, customize your pixel. It just said that, and I like, let me click that. Get ready, watch again. Customize your pixel, right here. Oh my god, customize. Quick note about the keyboard here. I'm getting Gboard, 100%. This is just bad. For some reason, you can never hit the letter I, so hopefully Gboard will be able to fix that with swipe typing. Oh my god, what is it now? Flash flood warning.
Issued at 2:58 p.m. Pacific Standard
That's right now, that's right now.
The National Weather Service in San Francisco has issued a flash flood warning for northwestern Alameda County in Northern California, west central Contra Costa County in Northern California, until 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
It's getting closer, guys, I knew it.
At 2:58 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, local law enforcement reported flash flooding in the East Bay. Don't drown when encountering flooded roads.
No, really? I was going to drive through it so I can drown.
Current vehicles. Be aware of your surroundings and do not drive on flooded roads.
Don't. I just learned the most important lesson of my life. Don't drive in a flooded road. What? Okay, quick update here. So, it's been a couple days since I filmed the last clip on Friday, and now it's Monday. Right now outside is really windy. Sorry if you can hear that. And I've also gone through Quick Shortcut Maker off camera. Yes, we're going to go right back to settings, but unfortunately, there is a spec changer on this. So, yeah, unfortunately. However, I do think it is actually, I do know it's definitely 32 gigabytes of storage. I know that because I've installed a ton of apps that are just over 16 gigs. So it is 32 gigabytes. I'm not sure about how much RAM, but if it's not 4 gigs, then it's got to be 3 gigs. I don't think it could be running off 2 gigs. Honestly, it would be much slower. It isn't the fastest, obviously, but it's pretty snappy for what it is. I have changed the wallpaper, etc. It's on dark mode right now, but I'm still going to go through there. But, yeah, that spec changer is really unfortunate. There is an IMEI changer, but that's kind of okay. They should have removed it so that people can't just open it and illegally change the IMEIs, even though these IMEIs are not assigned to this device. Speaking of which, this is what it belongs to. These are screenshots of from IMEI.info that these came from. I thought they came from a Google Pixel because it said customize your pixel in settings that you just saw, but it didn't. It came from this random 2014 phone running Android 4. So, yeah, I don't, like, that's just so random. I think this software has been taken off some kind of phone and put on this because there is still an NFC beam system app on here, and some other stuff too. There's also Android Auto, which I haven't tested yet, which I will test later if that does work. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Unfortunately, there is that spec changer. It also shows 13 megapixels for both cameras and device info hardware, which I think is just a device info hardware glitch. But also in the camera app, it does show 13 megapixels, unfortunately. But, which they definitely aren't, because like the front camera, no way. No way. We will figure out what that is by looking at the photo details and calculating it that way to see how many megapixels both of these cameras are. But that's pretty much it. I will go through settings now. This does detect 2.4 and 5 gigahertz signals, which is great. And going on from that, it is Bluetooth, which works, as you can see. Yeah, I also have to mention, this is what can you hear that? That vibrating? The little Coinstar vibrator, probably like this big, is not very well adhered. And if it is well adhered, then it's like on a loose part of the phone, because whenever you touch it, it just doesn't feel good. Sometimes you hit gold with it, it feels fine, but it's really not the best. And it's fine for this, so I just turned off haptics in settings. But going back to settings, yeah. apps and notifications. Here is where it gets a little interesting. I'm just gonna go ahead and show system. Oh my god. That wind is so... Ooh. Whew. I'm sorry, I have to show you this. That tree is literally supported by that curved branch there. The main trunk there, right there, fell down last winter. So it's pretty likely that that is going to fall down as well.
Northern California until 7:45 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
No.
49 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Local law enforcement reported flash flooding in Castro Valley and Union City.
Back to this. Showing system shows 2-button navigation bar, 3-button navigation bar, and from now on, I'm going to shut up until I find a good thing. Android Q Easter egg. I also forgot to mention, this does run Android 10. Yes, it does. It does. I said this looked like Android 9, and I don't really know what Android 9 looks like. I just know that it kind of looks like this, but... Luckily, this has dark mode because I like that. But anyways, Android Q, it is Android 10, which is great. And the reason I thought it was Android 9 is because I had been looking up Soyes XS12 this whole time. This is actually the XS12 Pro. So I think this may actually have 4 gigs plus 32 gigs. And I think it also has 4G because it's not an MT6580, obviously. There is Android setup, which I went through in Quick Shortcut Maker just to turn on restore backup for all of my apps to just install. You can just run it manually. You have to go back and start this APK and stuff like this. But yeah, that's that. Oops. Android system. Let's keep going. Here is the Spec switcher. Now there is a little thing in it that says reset all fake, which knows that, like, I was just thinking maybe it's left over from their previous devices, or they have set it to the real specs and they just needed to. But if it was the real specs, Android would have shown it anyways. I don't know. Maybe it is just that. But auto boot controller does not show up anywhere so far. I'll probably install like secret codes or something and see if I can get to here. Like these two look really sus. You know, maybe I'll even run a malware test. Lots of random things here. We'll see some comp media tech, I think. Yep, there we go. Corner cutout, double cutout, dynamic system updates, engineer mode, factory mode. Those both are kind of normal. I mean, you can test all the different things. Gestural navigation bar. This also doesn't show up. As much as I like using gestures, I cannot just run it from there. I did install like a third-party gesture thing, but whenever I tried to swipe up, this would come up, and I just couldn't end the process or uninstall it. It was really not the best. But yeah, it's still on here. I wish I could run it, but is this actually... No, it's not that. But yeah, this gestural navigation bar doesn't work, unfortunately. Or I don't know if it works. And also the screen isn't too precise, so when you're trying to type in something that's really you need to type instead of like glide swipe or whatever it is on the keyboard, with Gboard you have to install separately. It's kind of hard. You have to turn it sideways to make the keys bigger. We've already passed here. Past here, here we are. GNet, I think that's fine. Home screen tips, that didn't run. InWare, that was another thing that I tried to see if there's any fake specs, because I also know there's an app that will show you the real specs no matter what. I just don't know what it's called, so I'll search around for that and hopefully put it in somewhere in this video. NFC service. It should be N uppercase F uppercase C, but it's not. It does say Google on it. It's something com.google.something or com.android. So I'll have to try running that. I think it just crashes, basically. We have our font here, Ocean, Orchid, and this stuff. Like, I don't think they would add a font in here purposefully. Oh yeah, permission controller, that's what keeps coming up and asking, like, hey, do you want to do this and that? Precise volume. The lowest volume you can get on this is super loud. Also, these bottom speakers are fake. It's this. It's the earpiece. Yeah, it's fake. Which I was a little bit upset about. But anyways, it can get loud, but it's just too loud for the very lowest. So I set it to literally 1% on precise volume when I want it to be quiet. And it's just quiet enough. Search, that's like, come on. Oh, I can uninstall it. Yes. I don't want that. Am I just going past? Here we go. But yeah, like that search just seemed really weird. But anyways, when you're just disabling or uninstalling all the bloatware, every time it just goes all the way back to the beginning. You have to scroll all the way back again. That's something they should change. It's not a hard change. Squircle. I saw that earlier. Starbucks, etc. System UI. It's definitely QuintStart. Updater. Some of these updaters are actually malicious, so that's not good. Oh my god. Verizon Remote SIM Lock Service. So that means that this software was definitely pinched. I don't know, but that must mean that it was pinched from a phone that was Verizon SIM locked. And then you had to pay to unlock it from the Verizon network. That's how locked phones work. This is unlocked, I know, because it said on the listing. But it also said it was the XS12 and not the XS12 Pro, but whatever. Yeah, this is definitely, this was not a clean install of Android that they put on here, which they could have. Right IMEI. A lot of some companies like Unihertz, they had right IMEI in their systems, in the system things, and while most just remove it from there, they just remove the thing after they're done writing the IMEI. They will keep. They will just keep it on there. Yes, continue. Huh? Look at that. But yeah, it's probably a better idea to just remove it in case somebody like is on the dial pad and they're just like, oh, star pound, boop beep bop, random pound star. In that case scenario where they're very, very precise in their random dialing on the keypad and they get there and then you just go beep, blah, 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 and they just save it, that's not legal. I'm sure it isn't. I mean, I could look it up. I don't know if it's a law here, but I'll put it yes or no right up there. Battery, yeah, we're here. So it said in device info hardware that this is 1,000 milliamp hours. It says online that XS12 is 2,000 milliamp hours, which I don't think is true. Well, I have that on anyways, but yeah. So it's not actually horrible, I would say. It's, not horrible. When you start, like, the camera does take up a lot of energy, especially when you're filming. And being on games does eat down your energy as well. But for me, since I'm usually using this at home and whenever I take it out, it's, above 60%, and I just basically use it to listen to music, it's not bad, actually. But for people who actually want to use this as their everyday phone, get a Unihertz Jelly 2E or a Jelly Star. That would be a great idea if you really want a small form factor like this. Or the Jelly Max if you like a bigger form factor. I'm just advertising for Unihertz here. Going back, we have display. Brightness level like this is time for brightness test. So I guess doing it now, it's not... I can't really turn off the lights. How do I do this? I mean, it's not horrible. It's definitely not the brightest. Like right now, I can see it nice and easily. And yeah, but like if you're outside, it's not going to be as good. It's obviously not OLED, it's LCD. And it says it's a 480p LCD. I thought it was 720p at first glance because this screen is actually really good. It's not disagreeing with my camera at all. Well, except for if you turn it like that, then it starts doing that. But looking at it closely, you have to really squint in there. And you can barely even see the pixels there. So it's probably maybe even more than a 480p screen. You can't really trust that with software apps because how can it tell? But yeah, I'm just going to put back to 70. How is that good? How does this look? I think that should be good. Does that look fine? Yeah. Adaptive brightness. There is a light sensor in this, which is good. It doesn't have like a gyroscope or anything else. You'll see in device info hardware when we get there. This actually didn't save because I turned this off because I hate it. But that didn't save from my profile and over to this one, but whatever. Live wallpapers. There's actually no default Android live wallpapers like, Galaxy and stuff like that. So I had to put my own on. Yeah. I have taken the camera test already, but I put them all on my computer. And wallpapers, it comes with just black, really deep if you like contemplating life choices while staring at your background. Chalk doing its thing, this doing its thing, and this doing its thing, and that's it. There's no extra ones, but they're definitely ones they just grabbed online. I don't know if, I know most people prefer dark theme. Like, it's so hard to know because it says if you search it up, 1/3 uses dark theme, 1/3 uses white theme or bright theme, and 1/3 uses both at the same time. Or you know what I mean. So I am going to just turn it on because it's easier on the camera, easier on the eyes, and it's just a video anyways. I know people are just gonna be really mad at me. Screensaver. This is all and auto rotates off by default. Like, it's super weird. I don't know why. Sound is where we should be. We have, all of this is set to how I like it. Yeah, the phone ringtones and the default notification sounds and all that is default. But we'll look through it anyways. Do not disturb, stuff like that, yep. Phone ringtone. I love the default ringtones, because guess what's here? You couldn't hear it, of course. Here we go. Flutie phone. Default notification sound. We're here already. You walk into a store. You're just walking by an employee, and their PDA goes like this. Yeah. Let's see, what else? You're in a restaurant, and they have all these Android tablets just walking around and taking people's orders. Then they just get a pickup order. Let's see, what else? Somebody in your life uses a welcome phone. Oh my god, come on. I'm just going to keep it like that for the rest of its eternity. Let me just turn the medium volume down and this down. And I feel like, yeah, whatever. I'm not even going to comment on the earpiece. Oh, okay, that was too loud. Thank you. Yep, okay, yep. I will show you with the keyword actually up here. Why is there a search icon there? Oh, this is using Gboard, or not Gboard. It's using the default Android keyboard. Let's see. Let's try and see how precise it is. So, I'm gonna try and type my name. ASHER. Okay, it's precise right now. But like, if you want to type, I think it's an O that I've been trying to type. You're kidding me, right? Okay. So right now the keyboard's working fine, but a little while ago it wasn't working too hot. It's still really hard to type on this because it's not precise. I've been able to type on these kinds of keyboards for a long time, but yeah, you just need to get Gboard and then use the glide type because it's much easier. If you even get this default alarm sound Celsium, it's like, yep, that's that. Yeah. I'm not going to be turning on touch vibration or touch sounds because it sounds like you're literally doing this. The person who recorded this was like, that's what they were. They were like, that's it. It literally sounds like somebody's just tapping the microphone. Oh my god. Okay, volume alert. Best loudness! Oh! Okay, that was your volume alert. That was on by default. Yeah, that's that. Storage, this is used 16 gigabytes, so I know it is definitely more than 16 gigs. Yeah, which is good. So that's the only fake spec that I know is, well, that's the only real spec that I know is real, so it's definitely 32 gigs, which leads me to believe that it's probably 4 gigs of RAM. Privacy is none of your business. Location, also none of your business. Screen lock, there is no face unlock, believe it or not. No face unlock. I'm sure you could install one actually, but I might actually do that, but not right now. Accounts, yep, that's that. Accessibility, there's actually no talkback. It's just text to speech. DuraSpeed's MediaTek. Google is Google stuff. System, there is no gestures in here, obviously, even though it has that program for gestures. Backup is, oh, wait, it's disabled by me? Huh, I thought I had that on. Yeah, you can reset this if you want to, and then change the users. It's called XS12 Pro, that's how I knew. The system updater is, yeah, this is from like Android 4, and I've seen it on welcome devices. But it's one of those basic updaters out of the few, and I know this one hasn't been said to be a virus so far, but you can never know. Yeah, the IMEI is pinched. You can go look it up on imei.info. There it is. And also Android 10. Oh yeah, also, if somebody would be kind enough in the comments to tell me how you play the Android 10 game. I thought it's like you make a icon with the legend on the side. I just don't know how to do that. I'm dumb, so yeah, this is really the Android 10 thing. But yep, that's that. It is Android 10, and yeah, there's nothing in the up here. If you go down here, there's nothing that says what its actual specs are. It's really just a bunch of numbers, honestly. Do I need to hide my IP address? I do, don't I? Great. That's wonderful. Okay. Yeah, RAM and ROM. Oh, look at that. Look right there. Right there. There's literally just some visible thing there. Bruh. This is where it's faking the specs. Obviously, I hit reset all fake, and it still showed the back camera is 32 gigs, but it showed the camera as 13 megapixels, and it showed the front camera as 5. But when I did reset it, it set this back to 4 and 32. I set it to like some abysmal, like 1 terabyte and like 16 gigs of RAM. And then when I hit reset all fake, it said you need to reset the phone. But it looked like it had set them all back normally. So I do think that this is actually true. I'm hoping it is. We'll see. I'm not tearing this down, but we'll see. Yeah, that's settings. Now that we're done with settings, we're going to go quickly into clock. It is default clock. In case you didn't know what you could do in the clock, it can set timers, set alarms, look at the time, and etc. Camera. It is the camera test time. Ooh. Very loud wind burst. Yeah, here's the camera. There is HDR on both the front and the back camera. There is flash, and there is rotate the camera. And that's it. There's no face beauty mode or anything. Yeah, you'd expect there to be face beauty mode. There isn't. Still on the newest, like the Moto G Play has face beauty mode and everything. I have set this to different settings on my account, but you can do that. I like doing that because it reminds me of iOS. You can do all of this. I'm not going to be doing any of the filters because that comes with basically every single Android default thing. Any flicker will be on at auto. Zero shutter delay. I think I turned that off because I felt like it was too good to be true. As soon as you hit the button, it takes it. It looks like it gets slightly more blurry if you do that. I don't know. Like once you do this and you hold it like this and you press it, it takes a second to just take the picture to make sure that it's stable, I guess. But you know, there's anti-shake here, I guess, so that means it keeps you from shaking it. I have that on as well. If you turn this on, this goes off, but you know, maybe if I'm on a trip, then I'll use that. Oh, hold on. So I set it to be 5. I set the specs to be 5 megapixels, and 5 back and 2 front. So yeah, that's what it's showing. Yeah, this is the first time in real life that I'm actually seeing this happen. Yeah, that's that. There is EIS. I don't know if it does anything. I did that test, but we'll see. I haven't watched any of the video from the camera test yet. But yeah, there's the front camera. It says it records in 1080p. We will also see about that. But if it does, that's actually really great. One of the 3 decorative cameras actually works. But I'm going to go ahead and splice in the camera test now, and I hope you enjoy it. that was the photos from the camera test. Yeah, so this is not the best macro camera, obviously. And its focus is a little bit weird. Whenever I manual focus, and it does have autofocus, it just kind of, it focuses, and then as soon as you try and take the photo, it like gets blurry. So you have to kind of take a few tries. So it's obviously not the fastest macro camera, because there isn't one, but you know, it's the main sensor. But you know what? I'm not expecting much from a phone that's like 40 bucks. It also, for some reason, when it focuses, it's not a sound that it makes. It's more a click in the camera, like inside the camera. When it focuses, it goes, like, not focuses in general. Like, when it autofocuses, it just, like, there's something, it sounds like a rattle. It's almost like one of those cheap pedometers from Target. Like, you know, those beads that roll inside there? It's like that, except really quiet. But it's definitely something you could hear if you listen. I just heard it myself without even knowing. But here's the chimney. There is actual autofocus, there is manual focus, so they're not lying there. There was quick shortcut maker. I'm gonna do that after settings for a reason, because there is one thing on here. I'm gonna switch to the front camera now. Okay, this is the front camera. Now, it looks like there's some kind of moisture inside the lens. It looks a little bit weird. It looks almost kind of like, ugh. I don't know what it looks like, but there's definitely dust under the lens. I can definitely see that. I'm not expecting too much, and it's for some reason weirdly zoomed in. I'm holding it like 1.5 hands away from my face, but yeah, this is the front camera. But yeah, it just makes this weird clicking sound whenever it focuses. But you know what? It does the job, and I can still pause and play the front camera. So yeah, that's kind of the camera here. It looks fine. Oh yeah, EIS. I'm sorry, I forgot. Let's switch back. The front camera definitely doesn't have manual focus. I'm not sure about autofocus, but I don't think it has that either. I think that's just kind of changing the exposure to look on your face. But here's EIS. If it's shaking weird, then I'm shaking it pretty decently. Okay, this is more, more shaking. So if it's getting even more rocky right now, but like you can kind of tell that it's getting more shaky over time. This is absolutely insane shakiness. That means that it doesn't work. But if it's kind of, I don't know how you can tell if it works or not. I'll tell you if it works or not. But yeah, so that's the rear camera. This is just so much harder than the Moto G Play. I like. Oh. Okay, here's a night video. Let's see here. What can I show you? I guess over here we have plant. You can see the blue dot easily in this. Like, see, there's the blue right there. But it's not too bad. It's not the best at all. It's very not bright, but it will work as a flash, and if you're into twist, a flashlight. I hope you enjoyed the camera test. This is not the default gallery that comes with Android. It is actually this is so confusing. Like, is it pinched from another phone? Because if it was, I don't think it would have the default gallery. I think it would just have Google Photos, which is, I think it was also installed on here, it just wasn't on the default launcher. Because I'm using, I don't even know the name of my own launcher. It's called Niagara, I guess. But yeah, looking at the detail, it's not horrible. If you wanted to zoom in on a face, I don't think it would be that bad. Like, obviously, we're trying to look for the smallest impurities in the brick, and actually, you can kind of see them. But as you can see, like, the front part here is relatively in focus, and as you get farther back, it's out of focus. I'm assuming that's normal. I think I manually focused that one. But looking at it in whole, it's obviously not the best quality photo, but it's not bad for however many megapixels this is. I seriously don't know. Can I see details about this? Here we go. 9.4 megapixels. Okay. So I don't know if that's actually legit. Is this actually a 10 megapixel or 9 megapixel sensor? Or is it 5 megapixels and it's interpolating? Let me actually look at the real sensor in here. It looks like an okay size sensor for somewhere in the range of, I guess, 10 megapixels. It looks almost like, honestly, I think it looks like an 8 megapixel sensor. That's what I would assume. That's a very popular sensor in these kinds of phones. I have a feeling it is interpolating slightly. I don't know how to tell. I'll do some research, and I'll probably have shown that in the picture camera test. But it says it's 9.4 megapixels, and I set the back camera to be 5 megapixels in the thing, to show as fake specs. But yeah, I mean it's yeah, and it also shows Alps, which happened with the last Soyes device I had. Alps XS12 Pro. And by the way, doing all of this has dropped it 61% since we've been in the battery settings, down to 57. That's not too bad, honestly. I mean, at least I still have some. Also, here's the keyboard. This is how you kind of have to, like, if I type Edge, why is it every time I am on this? I can't believe this. Every single time I show on a camera, like, whatever. I can just show you. You can swipe type. That's what I call it. It's like glide typing or something, but whatever. Okay, I am installing Malwarebytes, and secret codes and those 2 fake spec checkers are all installed. I think I'll start here. Let's see, Malwarebytes will be down there somewhere. So we've got some time to let those install. Apple Music, no, we're not going into that. Let's see, anything here? Not really. B, not really either. C, we've already done camera, calculator, calendars, Google Calendar, that was added separately, I believe. Calendar here thing, yeah. Device info, hardware time, yay. Okay, let's go ahead and take a close look at this. We have the Alps XS12 Pro. It shows 480p display, 854 by 480. An MT6755, I know it's around there somewhere, and I know that does support 4G, so I'd assume it says 4G. Android 10, yes. Anything else? It says fingerprint plus sign, so I don't think that's right. It also shows RAM is 4 gigs. I am, at this point, getting more certain that it is 4 gigs of RAM, because out of all the things I've checked, it is all saying 4 gigs. It shows the MT6750, not 55, so I would assume that it is that. It didn't show any fake application to change the processor, so I'm going to go ahead and stick with that. It sounds about right. Not that I've memorized all the MediaTek processors, but I'm going to assume that's right. Mali T860 for the graphics. I also haven't memorized that. It says Alps, not Soyes as the manufacturer, so I don't know. Maybe they got banned here and they changed their name, because it really just says smartphone on the back underneath this sticker, which is weird. Yeah, Android 10, codename Q, that sounds right. 854 by 480. 60 hertz. This isn't bad. I already know how it's only 2-point multi-touch, unfortunately, which is kind of unfortunate because some phones smaller than this have like 5-point. But you know what? You get what you get. And honestly, when do we use 3 fingers on this display anyways? 5 fingers is, you know what? It works. Honestly, since it's showing me live actually like what this is doing, like in the RAM. Yeah, you know what? I'll probably say this is legit, because I just don't know, because they faked it. Like, we'll come back to this, and once we change the specs to something fake that we know is fake, and see what this shows. If it still shows like about halfway or something. The storage is definitely real. I think, maybe, I don't know. Camera says 13 megapixels and 13 megapixels, which is obviously not true. And it's actually not set to that in the fake spec program, but it's showing that, and that's just a glitch here. It says 1,000 milliamp hours. Honestly, I don't know what to believe. I'm just going to say that it has 1,000 milliamp hours. At the end, I will put as many specs that I know is real about this at the very end, and then you'll know. The battery is dropping fairly fast, but you know what can you do? Accelerometer. You know what you can do is buy a phone that has a better battery. But that's accelerometer. Lights, that's how it does the ambient light and stuff. Proximity, yes, that does work. Ooh, where is it actually? I think the 2 sensors are right here. Yeah, they're right there. I saw it earlier. Luckily, those aren't decorative. There's none of these 3. Unfortunately, there's no gyroscope. I just like seeing that there if there is. And all these, etc. Fake device test. Hopefully this works. Aha, this is the one I was looking for. Real device resolution, so it is a 480p display so far. Yep, it says Android 10. It's saying 30 gigs here. It's the MT6750. They didn't fake that. Oh my god. Okay. Total memory 4 gigabytes. Okay, that makes me feel so good. But to double check, I'm going to set the specs to be fake. So we're going to quickly jump into Quick Shortcut Maker, go to Artificial Switch. I'll show you it right now because I'm desperately wanting to show you. Here it is, unfortunately. But if you go back, there's 2 APKs here, and if you click there, then you can reset all fake, which is what I've done. And it does set it back to what it is currently at now, 32, 4, and then it sets it to like 13 here and then 8 there. But this is the lowest it can go, so I'm just going to quickly assume that this is 5 megapixel back and 2 megapixel front. But if I set it to something abysmal, 32, like that, and like that, and like that, and then I hit switch menu, I guess, and come back here, then I exit. I'm going to be using this from now on if I ever think there's a device that's fake. We're going to go ahead and scroll down. Yes, it does it anyways. It does it anyways. Wait, I just swiped up again. Get out of here. Yes, it does it anyways. So that means even though I've changed the specs, if we go look in settings, and we go down about, it will be this abysmally large amount here. We'll go ahead and look in storage. Yeah, it still shows how much I've used, so that's good. But if I go back to device info hardware, let's see what it shows. If it shows 4 gigs of RAM still, here it is. Yeah, it still shows 4 gigs. That's great. So it's showing it legit anyway. So that's not obviously the best faker APK that they have. So that means this does indeed have 4 plus 32 gigs, guys. 4 plus 32. And look, if I go here and even though it says you need to restore the factory settings, it doesn't really have to. Because now, once I've done that, it is set back to 32 for... And for some reason, it sets this to 13 megapixels. It isn't. It doesn't even take 13 megapixel photos. So I'm just going to set that to the lowest because I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But that's that. Quickly there. We've gallery. We've already gone through that. This is extra stuff. Inware is this another system. It's showing that. We've already gone through that. I kind of like the format of that app. It looks really nice on the eyes. I just like green. Malwarebytes. Okay, I have to use this AVG antivirus thing because I think this actually is a free one, unlike that one. Also, that permissions page isn't like the newer ones. It's just like, turn these all on all at once, and I kind of prefer that so I don't have to go beep, 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 beep.
And NOAA radio for further information and updates. Tsunami warning. Repeat, tsunami warning. The National Weather Service has issued a tsunami warning for the following locations: San Francisco, coastal North Bay, including Point Reyes National Seashore, North Bay interior valleys, San Francisco Bayshore Line, and San Francisco Peninsula. If you are located in this coastal area, move inland to higher ground. At 10:44 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on December 5th, an earthquake with preliminary magnitude of 7.3 occurred 45 miles southwest of Eureka, California. Once again, the National Weather Service has issued a tsunami warning for the following locations: San Francisco, coastal North Bay, including Point Reyes National Seashore, North Bay interior valleys, San Francisco Bayshore Line, and San Francisco Peninsula Coast. If you are located in this coastal area, move inland to higher ground. Stay tuned to your local...
Okay, the test has almost been completed, and we're done. Okay, virus database is up to... Okay. I'm sure we're going to get a thing for the APKs, turning on that for installing APKs or unknown sources. Let's go ahead and resolve, I guess. Ah, look at that. I was right. Updater contains malicious code. Oh my god. Look at that. I knew it. This was a good idea. I knew it. Let's remove it. Force stop. I knew it. We're not going to get even a freaking update anyways. I knew it. And I can't do anything about it without rooting this. I will root this because I'm sure it will be easy enough to root, and then I will forcibly take this off. Web Shield, that's advertising. Malware apps. That I knew it. I said that some of these are. Okay, I'm gonna assume the vulnerability is having the Web Shield off, and then the app is that. I knew it. That's proving myself right. Okay, it's not scanned. Yeah. Okay, that's it. That's it. The only thing on here that it shows is that updater. I knew it. I'm gonna root this and take it off when I get home. Going balls, geometry dash, all that stuff, except for gallery was not on here. I mean, I guess we could try geometry dash, but okay, there's not really any lag either from when you touch down. Some other phones just have lag when you press down on the screen, which is annoying. I'm horrible at this game. Then we've got Nexus Legacy Live Wallpaper. I recommend installing this because it's super cool. Right now I have it set to just green and white, but you can choose from all these different colors. And it is basically like the first wallpaper that was included in the first release of Android on the Google Pixel 1 or whatever it was. But yeah, going past here, we're now at Quick Shortcut Maker, which is fun. So yeah, I guess now I should test Android Auto and the flashlight, because actually I haven't shown you up here. I've customized mine, but up here, this is what it shows. That's what comes in here. And then you've got these, and I've already done the Android 7 Easter egg that was in that Easter eggs app, so I like doing that. But I think we'll go test the flashlight, which has a little blue dot in the center, which is not very annoying, but it's just really weird, because I've seen this happen on other devices as well that are really cheap like this. And it's also not the best. It's going to get the job done, and just that. Like, if you're out in the dark and you really need a flashlight, you've got it. It will illuminate the space just enough to see, and a flash, I guess, will work, but you know what? It's not the best. But we'll go test out the flashlight and Android Auto. So let's go do Android Auto now. Okay, it's time to test out Android Auto. Sorry about the screen. It's covered in fingerprints. Anyways, this has Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, so I'll go ahead and put this right here so I can plug it in with the universal USB-C, so that's great. Plugging it in. Oh my god, no way. It came up. It came up immediately. Oh my god, it's right there. Okay, if this actually works. I also read somewhere that there's on the go, I think. So if there's on the go, that will be crazy. It's in. Oh my god! Okay, it says it's available. It also says device not compatible. Unlock to continue. Oh, I should switch to the, I should switch to my account here. There we go. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. This has Android Auto. No way. Turn on notification access. We booted into it. It's working. How is it? And how is there cell? It says there's cell. Yeah, no, I don't think it is, but it's working. It's literally... Can I open Calendar? How does MediaTek Calendar have a... There we go. There we go. Oh, whoops. Whoops. Alright, it's not the fastest. Why is that there? Okay. Well, it's working. It's working perfectly fine. Android Auto. It works. Let's go test on the go. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this is how on the go works. You can plug in a device. I'm not sure about flash drives, but I think you can plug in keyboards and mice. So I have a mouse here. We're gonna turn this on. Hopefully its battery isn't dead. No, it seems to be fine. I'm gonna go and plug it in, and hopefully, when I plug it in, we will have a mouse cursor. Okay, we got a notification. Oh my god, no way. Okay, get ready. Oh my. This is not a Bluetooth mouse. I promise. I will turn off Bluetooth to demonstrate that this does not do anything. Bluetooth is off. It works. It's working. Okay, wait. I don't know if this is possible, but let me try a flash drive. I'm going to take this out. Okay, we have a flash drive with a bunch of JPEGs on it. Nothing yet. Oh my god. No way. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, wait, where is it? Oh my god, it has on the go, guys. Okay, let me spell this out clearly for you. This has on the go. My Jelly 2E did not have on the go, okay? It did not. The only thing that's making this a little bit less than the Jelly 2E right now is that it has a smaller battery, fake cameras, worse cameras, and some dust under the lens, and less bright flashlight. But otherwise, it's really comparable. Like, I can just, this is for my science class, but I can just control it with on the go. I could plug a keyboard. I could plug a dongle. I wonder if I could plug a TV into this. I wonder if this would do some screen mirroring. If I had that dongle, I actually don't have an HDMI USB-C dongle, sorry, but that is absolutely insane. Okay, this is the darkest room in my house. Let's test the flashlight. Okay, immediately you can see the blue dot. It's almost like that. This is the bathroom, by the way, but looking at that, you can see what I meant, kind of. Like, it does the job enough for you to see. It's not bright, so like it does, you know, a flashlight, literally. This is just like a so you can see what's in front of you light. But it works, and you can definitely see the blue light. But that on-the-go support is insane. Anyways, back to Quick Shortcut Maker. We have all of these. Artificial switch we've already seen. Unfortunately, it's on here. I don't know if this is left over, but I'm pretty sure the only thing they used it for was for the camera changing, which isn't the best. But if it's interpolating, I'm sure there's some like website or something you can go to see what the actual megapixel count of the cameras are. I don't know. Auto boot controller. What's this? Ah, dang it. Can't start it. We can actually go to secret codes after this. Not now because we're not at the S's, but I'll show you both of these. Oh, I can't launch that either, can I? Yeah, here we go. NFC service. Doesn't work, and it completely glitches us out. COM ABFOTA system update. COM Redstone OTA UI activity RS main activity. There it is. That's the virus that it is detected. I have definitely seen this on other phones, so this isn't exactly surprising. It's surprising to see on here. It's just a bunch of junk left over on a phone that is otherwise pretty decent. Right IMEI is that IMEI writer. They should really remove that after they're done with it, but I'm not going to judge it or judge the company on that. I'm just really judging them on the 3 cameras and that spec changer right now. Like, you don't need decorative cameras, come on. I think it's more of a Chinese thing, I guess, but I would never understand. Okay, that was Quick Shortcut Maker. Nice and fast. We are going to go ahead and continue on to the S's. Let's see how Slice It All runs. In a second, it will come up. There we go. Alright, so it's not bad, actually. There we go. It's not very laggy at all. I think it's like 30 frames per second, so obviously it's not like, you know, super smooth, as in eyes can see, but it seems to be running perfectly fine. There's no obvious lag. I mean, there's like an occasional frame skip there, here and there, but it seems pretty good. I won't open Subway Surfers or anything. I know Smash It runs nice and fine. I guess I'll open that as well. Looks like I'm going to be resuming from position. Ooh, I'm very low on balls right now. That was really sus. And I'm out of balls. I just hit the thing. Alright, well, I got pretty far. I've actually gotten up to checkpoint 10 on this game. Technically up to checkpoint unlimited. But it's running nice and smooth. This is medium quality. This is not high quality. Once it get to checkpoint 1, it will get very laggy. But right now it's running perfectly fine on medium quality we have here. So yeah, that's Smash It. Yeah, now that we're done with smash hit here, I guess we'll go to sound recorder. We already did that, VLC, and then cycling app. Oh, wait a second. Wait 1 second. I need to go into the default launcher here called Quick Step just to double check and see I have to go into Quick Step real quick because, oops, that didn't work. How is this not working? Wait a minute. What? It's broken? Alright, well, some of the system apps are hidden on the Niagara launcher, but I don't think it's really important because, yeah, I mean, a GPS test could be great, but I don't really feel like doing it, and I'm sure it'll be fine. I mean, I guess I could test it real quick. Okay, doing a GPS test yielded the results of it took about 5 seconds to find my location, so pretty fast considering the size of this. Okay, time for the Costa Rica in 4K video after we see this blessed TikTok ad. And here we go. So the quality is at 360p for right now. We'll do 1080p 60. This is going to be very laggy, I know it. Unless it isn't. Has it kicked in? Oh my god. It's playing 1080p 60. Oh, low lag. Oh my god. It's actually playing it. Wow. Okay, so there's a little frame drop there, obviously. But it played it. Fine. If you want, probably what the best thing to do is just do 720p 60 and you'll be fine. You'll be off to the races. So that actually works. Basically, just play this at 720p 60 and you'll be good, I'm pretty sure. Certainly it'll drop battery life more if that's what you care about, but otherwise it's pretty good. But let's move on to the speaker test. Okay, remember, so this is the only speaker up here. So okay, it's very, very, very distorted and not clear sound. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all. I don't have a decibel meter still. I should definitely get one, but yeah, it's loud in the way I would say maybe 70. I don't know how to compare it. It's loud enough to hear for like, I don't know, a good, I don't even know, maybe like a 10-foot radius, maybe more, clearly, but it's not like the best speaker at all. Yeah, so this is the Soyes XS12 Pro. I will put all of the specs I know about it right here. Honestly, the two things that it's really just not good to me is the fact that it's got these decorative, and the front camera's a little bit poor, and the fact that it's got that spec changing application and that malware on there. Otherwise, it's got on-the-go, Android Auto, Bluetooth, everything you're going to need. And it does indeed have 4 gigs plus 32 gigs. I mean, we set that fake spec thing to be like 32 gigs of RAM. And then we went to that fake spec application and it still showed 4 gigs. So that shows that it's actually 4 gigs RAM, 64 gigs storage. I don't even know at this point in time how many megapixels the cameras are, but you can find that over here. And honestly, it's pretty crazy. And also the speakers are fake down here. There's some things that are just not, that I would rather not have there, but it's a pretty cool device. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and conclude this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to share and subscribe. That's really the only two things that matter to me. Sharing is really what matters. Subscribe if you want to. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.